So hello everyone, welcome to Triaright. This is back 365. Myself Sujit. So in this session we are going to discuss more string coding. Okay. So for the session, the first question is write a function to print all substring for a given string. Okay, guys, first we are going to understand what is substring. Then only we can build our logic. Okay, so come to my pen. So guys, suppose if I'm taking a substring as my MAMA means mama. Okay, so here I'm passing my mama is my string. Now if I try to print all the substrings, so here all the substring are consist of M, then MA, then MAM, then MAMA. Means if I'm taking one character and I need to add to my each and every character. Okay, after M is complete, I need to come to my A. But that A will be not compared with my previous one. It needs to be compared with my next one. So here it will be comparing A, then AM, then AAM. Then after M again that. So M, then MA. Then at last it will be printing A. So this is the way we can printing all the substring. So now we are going to implement our logic in our coding. So how to build our logic? So guys, just see here. Every time we need to taking care of each and every character. Guys, suppose if I'm taking 4 character, now in that case, if I'm taking 5 character, then we can say that we cannot directly compare with our string. So here we are going to compare with our ending position. So means the index position means it will be starting from 0 up to length of that. Observe now if I'm building for my 4, then if I'm changing the input, it will be creating error. So to generate the range of that, so here we are using the range function. Okay, because we need to based on the index position. Why I'm taking for index position? Guys, if I want to print only M, so in that case, if I'm giving the range called M comma A, means we cannot give directly the value. Instead of value we can pass the index value, guys, right? If I'm passing only I want this M, so here I'm passing 0 comma 1. Then if I want to pass for 2 characters, so here I'm passing 1 comma 2. Okay, then if I'm passing for MAA, so here I'm passing 0 comma 3. Guys, just see every time for fast means for the fast iteration my 0 value is constant, but this ending position, for this ending value it will be increasing. So here we are using two for loops. So here first we need to give for the starting index, then we are give for the ending index, guys, right? Now just like that here also if I try that 1 comma 2, so here it will be print A. So here if I'm passing 1 comma 3, so here it will print, means based on my character we need to generate that. So guys, after I am generating, I need to take this starting index and this ending index to print that, because we are using the range function. So after getting the index position, we are going to indexing, because if I try to print now, if I try to print any character, so it will be give me the index position. Now if I want to print the value, so in that case here I am passing string of character, means if I am passing the character at that port at that particular index value, what is my value, it will be directly give me. Okay, so guys, how to generate the starting index and this ending index? Now we are going to taking care about that. So guys, if I'm running a for loop and we'll be starting from up to 0 up to my length, because as of now, if I'm taking for this example, so here it will be start implementing the logic. Okay, means the first value will be every time it will be taking from here. But my second value means the starting index, it will be starting from +1. Means if I'm giving my starting value at 0 and my ending value becoming 1. Here also, if I'm starting value 1, then my ending value becoming 2. Here also, if I'm keeping my starting value 2, my ending value becoming 3. Means every time it will be depending upon our starting value. So here if I'm taking 3 comma 4. Okay, so this is the simplest logic to behind to print all the substring that are available inside a string. Now we are going to implement in case of our VS Code, then we are going to start executing the iteration. Okay, so guys, every time we need to taking the user input. So now I just want to copy this one. Okay, guys, just see after that we need to generate this thing, guys, right? So here if I'm creating a function, if I try to return, then it will be not possible, because after return keyword will be getting executed, that particular function will be getting terminated. So at that time, after printing this statement, we need to print all the things, guys, right? So here we are make sure that we need to print the result inside the function. But if you are asking me, sir, every time you are saying that you don't need to print inside that, but guys, there are some cases here you need to print inside the function only. Okay, so now the time is we need to print inside the function. Okay, now so guys, to print inside that, if I'm taking the string outside the function, what is the demerit also we are going to see now. So now we are going to create a function. So here we are creating a function called my substring. So here I'm passing substring, and it will be taking one mandatory argument that is called my user input. Here guys, if I try to give the result equal to empty string, then if I try to build this logic, it will be give me error. Okay, now based on that, we are going to start implementing. After we are finding the error, now we are going to changing that. So first we need to generate for my starting index. So every time we need to taking care about our ending position. So here I need to use my range function. So starting index in range. So range, here I'm passing my length of my user input. So len of my user input. After I'm getting the user input, means the starting index, I need to generate for my ending index. So for ending index in range, okay, so here I need to guys, as of now, if I try to print this one, so it will be starting from 0, because if I'm not giving the starting value, the by default value of starting value is 0. Now, if I try to give, if I'm not giving, then it will be starting from 0. But for this ending position, we need to start from my starting index plus 1. So here you need to mention that. So starting index plus 1. Then here also you need to up to that particular string we want. So string plus 1 up to that a also we need to want. Okay, after I'm generating that, now I need to print. So here I need to use to print every index. So here I need to run a more for loop. So guys, just see, based on this logic, you are seeing the nested for loop will be going to formatted. Okay, now we are going to in my range. So here I'm passing range function. So here I'm passing the first value will be starting index, and here my ending index. So now every time after getting, I need to print each and everything. So here I'm storing. So result equal to result plus. Now if I'm passing ind, it will be adding the number, so it will be give me the error. So to give the value, so here you are going to print the variable name. So the variable name is user input. After I'm getting, okay guys, suppose if I'm here, I am using the after each iteration I will return, so it will be give me error. So now we are going to see the different error, then only we can get to modify. Okay guys, don't fail that I am creating error. For your understanding purpose only, I am creating error. Okay, so guys, just see substring, and here it will be taking one mandatory argument that is called user input. Now guys, if I'm creating this one, so it will be giving me not error as of now. It will be taking fast this string. Okay, after that it will be give me error. Guys, just see, here it will be giving object of type len, it will be give me error. Okay, so here first we need to overcome with this user input. After I am getting that particular things, okay, again I just want to run this one, still there are more error. Okay, each and everything we are going to decide. Guys, just see, here it will be printing only m. Why guys it will be printing only m? Just come here guys, after I am printing m, I need to come to my next iteration, but here I am doing the return, means after this each and every iteration complete, I need to return. But if I try to return after the starting index complete also, still it will be not giving the correct output. Guys, just see, here if I'm again passing the MAMA, still it will be printing the M, then MAM. Okay, so this is not look nice. Okay, now in this case, we need to print each and everything inside the function only. So in that case, we need to print result. Okay, now if I try to run this one, guys, just see. MA. Guys, just see, still it will give me error. Why guys it will be still give you error? I will tell you. Guys, after this result, Okay, means after this result, means after printing MA, I need to take my result value becoming empty again, because if I try to not giving that particular will be empty string, then it will start implementing from MA. That's why it will be creating error. Guys, just see, after it will be creating this MA, again it will be starting from MA. So if you are keeping outside the function the mandatory default argument, it will be not taking after every iteration. It will, we need to take that particular string to empty string. So that's why here we need to keep, after finding the starting index and ending index, here we need to use our local variable. So here if I'm using this local variable, now if I try to run this one, so guys, if I try to give this output, now it will be start implementing the same logic. Guys, just see, first it will print M, then MA. Okay, so this is the simply logic behind this to print a soft string. Okay, so this is where to print, if I'm passing any different output also, it will be still giving you the correct input. Okay, so this is the way to print our all soft string that are available in our string. Okay, so now we are going to move forward to our second question for this session only. Guys, do you know what is panagram? Okay, so now we are going to discuss about what is this panagram. Okay, so panagram, guys, is nothing but if I'm keeping a panagram. Okay, so guys, just see here it will be taking none because we are printing. Okay, means if you don't want to find this none, because every time if I'm not returning and if you want to print that particular thing, so it will be give me the none only. Now if I try to error, so here I need to one more time I need to print. So here I'm printing. So guys, just see here it will only printing this A only. Okay, now guys, we're know to print that particular anagram. What is this anagram, guys? Okay, so write a function to print panagram. Okay, so write a function. So here I need to write a function to write a function to print given string is panagram or not. What is this panagram? Guys, panagram means if you are taking a string, if that string will be consist all the alphabet, means A to Z, if it will be consisting, in that case, we are telling that this is a panagram. Okay, so how to build this logic, we are going to see now. So now if I are going to take, now first I need to give a string to check that. Okay, so in our English there will be one sentence will be there, we are going to check. So the sentence is the quick. Okay, means this sentence only taking all the alphabet. The the quick brown fox the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog. Okay, means if you see here, it will be consist of all 27 alphabet that are available in our English. So now we are going to build a function to print the same logic. So how to do that, we are going to see now. Guys, see here how to build. Means we are going to check for each and every character that are available in this alphabet or not. If I'm storing all the 27, it will be lengthy. Means we need to take one every time that we need to generate more iteration. To overcome with that, if you are using the axi value, okay, because we know that to generate any axi value, we are know that we are using this ORT. Okay, now if I'm directly starting from 97 to, because we have 26 alphabet, okay, 97 plus 20, so it will be becoming 123. If I try to run a loop on that, now after I'm generating this number, now I need to check at this axis value what is the character will be there. Okay, if I'm getting this character and if I try to run in that string, in this string that alphabet is available or not, means in that case if I'm keeping not in, okay, after I need to generate 97. Suppose guys, if I'm generating I need to run a for loop. So first of all, it will be generating 97. Now, if I try to printing 97 not in this, so it will be not taking, it will give you the error. So in that time, here you need to generate the typecasting. So here, to find any character of a axis value, we are using this chr function. So now if I'm passing chr of my character, whatever the character I'm getting from your for loop, now if I'm type to printing not in my string, okay, means here if I'm taking for my user input, if this will be not available, so in that case we can say that this is not a an panagram, means that element will be not available. Means if I'm keeping 97, the 97 axis value will be a small a. Okay, means inside this small a will be available or not. Guys, just see, as of now, if I'm trying to run this one, so small a will be available. Guys, just see, the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog. Just see here, A will be available. Again, the next iteration 98. So 98 will be B. So again, it will be searching the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog. So guys, just see the brown means the B is also available. Again, the 99, the C, the quick brown. So here the C will be available. Just like that, it will be checking. If one, it will be not available. Guys, just suppose if I'm taking this D will be not available. So in that case, whenever it will be start searching for 100, so for the searching 100 not in user input, means when this condition becoming satisfied, here we need to return false. Okay, if all the iteration will be complete and whenever this condition will be not getting satisfied, so at that time you can pass true. Okay, so this is the simplest way to check a string is panagram or not. Okay, now we are going to start implementing the same logic. So every time we are using the user input, so here I am passing the user input. Now we need to create a function. So here I am taking the panagram function. So panagram. So every time it will be taking a mandatory argument that is called my user input. Okay. After I'm getting the user input, I need to run a for loop because I don't need to print on my character. I need to print on my axis value. So here I need to print. So for element in my range, 97 plus 23. So 26. So it will be becoming 123. After I'm getting each character, I need to compare the element that I'm getting from this range that is available this user input or not. Now here also, okay, here also I need to give a condition for. So for character of my element, because here I'm getting the axis value. To convert it into character, we are using CHR. Okay, so here I'm passing not in means the membership operator in my user input, because every time I just need to check into my user input only. Okay, if this condition becoming true, at that time we can say that this is not a panagram. So here I'm passing false. If this condition becoming every time becoming false, so at that time we can say that this is a panagram. Okay, so this is the simplest logic. Now if I try to print, here guys we are using the ternary operator because if one condition becoming satisfied, we need to write in our left side. So here if the condition becoming true, so here you need to print panagram. Okay, now we are going to give the condition. If here we need to call this function and it will be taking one mandatory argument that is called our user input. If this condition becoming returning false, so here we are printing not panagram. Okay, now we are going to run this one. Now if I try to run this one in my dedicated terminal, so here again I need to print this the string. So here I just want to copy this one. So here I'm passing the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog. So here I'm paste that. Now if I try to print, so it will be give me, it is a panagram. Now if I again run that, here I'm removing this G. Okay, so here if I'm running this one, still also it will be give me the panagram. Why guys? Because I have created my own error. Why? Because I'll tell. Guys, if you see here I'm using this return keyword here. But if you see, after this condition becoming false, okay, we cannot directly print. After each and every iteration will be complete. That's why I am creating my own error. Okay, now you need to return this word here. Now if I try to run this one, now it will be still give you the correct answer. I just see not panagram. Okay, if I return inside, this means whenever this condition becoming false, every time it will be start implementing. But I don't want that. Means after every iteration will be complete, at that time we need to call that this is true. Okay, but if you are printing inside, this means whenever this condition becoming false, it will be come to my else, because this g will be not available, guys, right? As of now the g will be not available. That's why here it will be directly come to my else. But I don't want that. After every iteration I need to come. So this is the simplest way to check a given string is a panagram or not. So that's all for this session. Thanks for watching. Triaright.